Good evening. The name's Bond, Captain Goodspeed Bond, and welcome back to the channel. 007 First Light is a mere days away now, and I'm going to take you on a journey today that takes us all the way from the teaser trailer in 2020 up to and including the launch trailer that was released a few days ago. I'm going to be reacting to all of it and pointing out lots of exciting little Easter eggs and things to look for in the new game that is coming out very, very soon. Make sure you click that subscribe button for plenty more Bond content, including our road to platinum in 007 First Light. We're going to be playing it every different way that we can. It's going to be a full playthrough. We're going to be taking our time, and it's going to be a real Bond experience. I cannot wait for it. But let's, without further ado, get into it then. This is our reaction to all the trailers released so far for 007 First Light. And it goes without saying, guys, that I've got my 007 First Light Coke can ready and round to go. That's not got anything in it. Definitely a prop, isn't it? But there you go. We are ready. So sit yourself down. We are going on a journey all the way back to 2020. It was, what date? It was 19th of November 2020. When we first heard about Project 007, and this is what we got to see. So here we go. Of course, made by IO Interactive. Oh, you don't realise how exciting that was 6 years ago now, actually. Not just 5 years ago, 6 years ago nearly, that we got that little tidbit of news that a new Bond game was coming, and little did we know what was about to hit us. Since 007 First Light was officially announced about 18 months ago now. Trailer after trailer has been incoming. Lots of different versions of the game have, of course, released. And yeah, I mean, it's just amazing. It's probably not quite as long as 18 months ago, actually. Let's have a little look then. This was the announcement trailer that came out. You can see how many different trailers there are along the top there. And, well, let's have a little look then. It was back in June 2025 that we first got our little trailer here of 007 First Light. So without further ado, let's get ourselves into it then. The announcement trailer. Here we go.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority, same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
And that is the first shot we got of our James Bond in 007 First Light. Really, really cool. Of course, we got the conversation between M and Greenway, and so much has been said about that Iceland mission. I cannot wait to get into that. That is going to be the first mission of the game, of course, and seeing what goes wrong, why is Greenway so against Bond, you know, getting involved with MI6. how did he survive it? Of course, that leads into the title sequence as well, which we didn't know we were going to get back then. But yeah, let's keep watching. Still another 2 minutes left of this trailer. It's amazing.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
Bit of product placement there.
Shouldn't have.
I believe this is from Malta.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the endgame is, we won't see it coming.
Jet lag. Gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
And of course, the Aston Martin from On Her Majesty's Secret Service. The musical undertones of it as well.
What do you do, James? Lately, headhunting.
Wow. Wow. I'm actually getting goosebumps just watching all of this back.
I suppose
The crocs, alligators.
teachable moment.
I mean, absolutely amazing. Coming 2026, of course. Just going through all of that again. Obviously, we had the bits with Moneypenny and Q. I think it's really, really key for the developers to show they meant business. They had the MI6 regulars in there. We've seen M, we've seen Moneypenny, we've seen Q. Straight away, we've got an Aston Martin in there. We've got legacy Bond music in there as well. We've got a laser watch, product placement. You know, everything was right about this trailer back in June last year when this came on. And I think everybody was sort of pleasantly surprised by everything that they saw. I guess that first look of Bond at the very start, this little first look of Bond, it took people by surprise. Bond was a lot younger than perhaps we were expecting, although we did know it was going to be an origin story back then. But you can see his scar in there, and I wonder if he gets that scar in Iceland as well. And then there's of course this little montage. We've got the Bond, James Bond, but finished by Moneypenny. Really, really lovely. And what a start. Look at him meaning business there. First Light. I have to be honest, my first impressions of that title wasn't necessarily excitement, but it's really, really growing on me. First Light is for what we know now of the story and what we know of how it may well play out, perfect. Really, really perfect. And hopefully it's going to be part of a trilogy as well. Be interesting to see if they can back up this game. The amount of marketing, promotion, merchandise that we have had for this. It really has been amazing. But that was the first proper trailer, if you like, of this game. That then led us into a sort of announcement about Moneypenny. So Gemma Chan, this was her announcement, and a little bit more gameplay to delve into here as well.
I'm not loving the odds.
I've had worse.
In that case.
Well, what are we waiting for?
And we can see the Walther P99 there. Just want to pause it. You can see that there. That's Bond's signature weapon from the sort of Pierce Brosnan days. A little bit in the Daniel Craig as well.
Well, what are we waiting for?
You can see more of the driving sequence.
Always.
There you go, earn the number.
Shoot. Sorry for the mess, Bond. I wasn't expecting you quite so soon. Just need one more. Hang on. Oh, come on, you bit. Moment. There. Tactical simulation is now operational. Any questions? Please have questions.
Oh, so yeah, Gemma Chan. My bad, not Moneypenny at all. Dr. Selena Tan. I seem to remember there was some sort of cast videos with Moneypenny in it. I assume that's what this was. But Gemma Chan seems to be Q's assistant. Not entirely sure. And then obviously a little bit of an announcement of what deluxe edition upgrades you got. I have basically ordered every single version of this game, so we are going to have full reviews of the Legacy Edition, the Collector's Edition, Specialist Edition, CaptainGoodspeed Bond Edition, all of that. I mean, yeah, absolutely amazing, isn't it? So yeah, this is going to be so cool. So then into the fourth one, we got a little bit of Q Branch Omega Watch video here. So let's have a little look at this.
Mode. It has a variable active range and a 360 reach angle. Why don't you give it a try?
I like it. Don't change a thing.
Obviously, that was with the old release date there as well, but nice to see some of the sort of gadgets. You can see here we've got the sort of laser watch. You can see sort of hacking, a little bit Watch Dogs-esque, I think, with the sort of hacking of the surroundings. And you got a little brief glimpse of it there. This sort of indicator that you're being spotted, that the enemies are becoming alerted, and you can see it seems to be dictated by this little battery down here. I don't know what this is going to be, this sort of potion looking thing, but that's really cool. And I do believe that Sony have released this watch, not Sony, so Omega, I think in conjunction with Sony perhaps. I did see something about Sony to do with it, but there you go. There is the beautiful watch with the chronograph there as well. You can see it on his hand, so we're going to see that throughout the game. It's going to be an important part of it, and that is such a big thing for me. I think following the Daniel Craig era and the lack of gadgets throughout that, and that sort of leaked into the Bond games as well. So I'm really happy that we've got gadgets back in the game. Fingers crossed they're in the cars as well. So that then takes us to the gameplay trailer, and this was released about 8 months ago in September, along with the Legacy Edition and all of that. You know, all of those things were released at the time, and this was a proper look at the gameplay. So this was 2 minutes back in September. Here we go.
I'm not loving the odds.
I've had worse.
In that case,
Well, what are we waiting for? No sign of 009.
And that is a first look of sort of London, I think. Is that St. Paul's Cathedral in the background? I mean, you can tell because the cars are driving on the right side of the road. And by right, I mean correct, not the literal right. And you can see a bus stop in there. I wonder if we'll get to walk around these locations. I really am hoping that we get that sort of opportunity. A little bit like Everything or Nothing. A little bit like Bloodstone, of course, which we've played on the channel recently. Being able to sort of walk between certain sections in the game, I think was really cool. And I hope that we see that. Obviously, you wouldn't have your gun out or anything like that, so you couldn't cause havoc. But, you know, maybe some different ways into the building that you're looking at. Who knows?
We need to inform M.
No time. I'm going after him. Make him call off the attack.
Are you out of your mind?
I'll be careful. He'd been the phone.
Go to the security room, first floor.
and you are?
Rob Minkley.
He's with me.
And this, I mean, this sort of setup here, this really reminds me of Paris and the Sanguine fashion show, in Hitman, of course, which IO Interactive, of course, made. And that's where the Le Chiffre mission took place as well. So really, really excited to see what this environment's like, what the sandboxes are that they've created. Now, with that comes a bit of a worry that maybe there'll only be 6 or 7 locations in the whole game, and then missions sort of interspliced with that. But I don't know. We will see. But the sort of traversing and parkouring around here, really, really cool. Gives that real Uncharted feel.
Come on, Moneypenny. If I lose the trail, we'll never know who they're working for. Oi, you lads got a faulty coffee machine?
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
You're not, Damien Mead.
Bond. James Bond.
Oh, such a good James Bond moment as well. We got a brief look at the sort of bluff mechanic there and some of this hand-to-hand combat. It's really, really cool. It's like they've sort of incorporated the best of so many games, you know, Sleeping Dogs, Uncharted, Hitman. Everything is going into this game from developers that love James Bond very clearly and also love gaming and yeah, I just can't say any more at the minute.
If 009 slips through our fingers, we're the last line of defense.
Another crane.
Someone just tried to kill me.
Tell me you caught him.
Hey, we got Pool in there, everybody. Oh, you know what? I know that this is breaking the flow of the video. I really don't care. Look at that shot of the Aston Martin there. You've got the reg plate. It looks so good. It looks so good. I want to have a little look in the car here. There's a face for you. Can I just eke it back 1 second? Let's see. There you go. It's just shards of glass. I thought maybe these were icons and we could see some of the gadgets there, but alas, we can't. Definitely getting driving missions in there. Will this car have gadgets? A dump truck?
Any sage advice?
Play nice.
Always.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Oh, my word. I mean, some of the set pieces in this game are just going to be unreal. And I just can't wait to take forever in these environments. You know, if you want to watch a sort of a playthrough where you're just running and gunning, getting all the story done in a matter of 8, 10 videos, this is not going to be the channel for you. We are going to be taking our time. We're going to be exploring. We're going to be restarting checkpoints, all of that sort of good stuff. Oh, I just cannot wait. It's going to be amazing. It really is going to be amazing. So that was our first sort of look of the gameplay. This was released alongside a sort of 40-minute video as well, where they ran you through a lot of this mission at the where you sort of drove into this estate. I can't remember exactly what they've called it, but yeah, there was a decent part. I did like the little pool table here, using your environments to your advantage. You've got the bluff mechanic as well, which obviously means there's going to be multiple ways around stuff. Destroying markets, very Bondian, isn't it? And this bit at the end where they get on the plane, obviously this is where they had a lot of the sort of choppy gameplay, dropping frame rates and that sort of thing, and people were really kicking off about it. It's calling it 007 FPS, but that doesn't matter to me. You know, this game looks great in my opinion. And clearly a jump, a little set piece there. I'd love it if there's Bond moments in this game. I don't know if there will be. It's a bit old-fashioned, isn't it, getting the little 007 logo pop up when you do something Bondian, but Yeah, I mean, this here, where he gets through the car, that is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Right. So, on to the next one. This was the Aston Martin Valhalla reveal, which, of course, there is a Corgi car for this as well, which I've got ordered, and we will be unboxing that and looking at that in detail. I haven't actually seen any gameplay with this in yet, so I don't know how much of this is in the actual game, but let's have a look at the reveal nonetheless.
A 00 agent needs the fastest, most dynamic, and of course most striking car when they're on duty. Hybrid, twin-turbo V8, over 1,000 horsepower, 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds.
Gadgets.
Lightweight, carbon fibre chassis, and a few modifications you won't find in the brochure. Meet the Aston Martin Valhalla. But this one is only for 00 agents, James. If you want to drive it, you'll have to earn the number.
Cool. So maybe that's going to be something. Do we unlock that at the end of the game? Are we going to be 007 and driving off into the distance in our Aston Martin Valhalla? Who knows? Maybe that's our motivation to get through the story. And you can see that there's a nice little image of Bond with the Valhalla. And yeah, I mean, it is just amazing. It was still slated for March the 27th at this stage. We've then got the Lenny Kravitz announcement, which was, of course, one of the villains of the game being revealed. This was a 1-minute trailer released back in December, so it was an early Christmas present for us all. Let's enjoy it again here in May.
So this is Aleph.
We're in the lion's den, Bond. Try not to draw attention to yourself.
Well, me? Never.
I am sometimes asked, Bothma, how is it that you hear every whisper in every corner of Aleph? And I answer, I built Aleph with my will, my blood, my whole self. This city is an extension of my being, my body. Today, it became infected. Easy, girls. Plenty of meat for everyone.
For girls, of course.
So there you go. That was a really cool introduction to Lenny Kravitz as Bovma, who is going to be in the Aleph section of the game. Really, really cool. I do wonder whether Greenway... I've got two schools of thought with Greenway. Greenway is either going to be the ultimate Bond villain at the end of it all, or he's going to be killed in this bit here, because you either see him in that sort of a briefing at the start, or you see him in this section. I feel like we've not seen him in any other footage, and it might be that I'm wrong. We are going to meet Greenway in a bit in one of the sort of future trailers, but this was really cool, and I think Bovma in particular, character model, looks really, really good. So yeah, looking forward to getting into that bit. And then that brought us to the story trailer, of course, which for the first time we'd really got an idea of what the story was going to be about. Obviously, we'd heard little bits about 009, we'd heard a bit about Iceland, we'd seen a bit of the Malta sort of training sequence, and obviously seen quite a bit about Greenway. So let's have a little look at the story trailer then and see if we can find any other nuggets of information.
Brace yourself! Bond is immature and reckless. He's a bad influence on the other recruits who inexplicably fall victim to his charm.
Look, I know where this is going. Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I would like you to join His Majesty's Secret Service.
You what?
I know all about your exploits in Iceland.
I strongly believe that there is a need for such heart and intuition in modern spycraft. That's the very reason I'm bringing back the 00s.
Need I state the obvious? He is not ready.
James, the service is over.
You're a rare breed, Bond. I should be interested to see what you do next.
009 will employ every manner of subterfuge to avoid capture.
Try not to draw attention to yourself.
Me? Housekeeping, I presume?
You seem the kind of guy who knows what he likes.
So you won't do anything stupid?
Of course not. I'm not an idiot.
Agents have very short life expectancy. And if you do get caught, we will deny ever having heard of you. How does that sound?
When do I start?
It's so good. It is so good. There's a few things I just want to sort of talk about in this trailer here as well, because of course we've got the sort of recruits at the beginning, but there is a little moment, and it's when he's stood in front of the coffins. It's very Skyfall, isn't it? Now I don't know exactly where it is. Is it? Yeah, it's here. Look at that. That is such a good shot. I'm guessing that this is going to be after Iceland, whatever went wrong there, and he's sort of regretting his life choices. Speaking of Iceland, there's this little section here. I believe that's from it, where he's crawling along here, Uncharted style. Got a cool little section here. You've got the dump truck, or the bin lorry there that he's been driving earlier on. Don't know who this character is. I don't know if he's been announced. Could be Tanner, I'm guessing. And she does obviously talk about bringing back the double O's. So as a Bond fan, that is something I'm slightly worried about, is that they're going to sort of lean in a little bit on the codename theory. I really don't think they will, but that'll be one to keep an eye on. This looks like the Aston Martin Vanquish as well.
Service is over.
This bit here. So that's another Bond car in there. And a little fight freefall style like Moonraker. Really, really cool here. I wanted to have a little close look at this case file for 009. So I don't know if we can see their name anywhere in here. Doesn't look like it to me.
Will employ
top ranking field agent, multilingual, social infiltrator, disguise mastery, insufficient data, connected case of the night. And I wonder if 009 is going to be the guy in the mask. But
Housekeeping.
But we'll definitely find out, I suppose, later on. But yeah, I did want to sort of start with those. But you have got the person in the mask pretty near the start, right there. We still don't know who that is. Of course, there's a collector's edition literally based on that person in the mask. So who knows what or who that may be. But yeah, they're surely going to be the main villain, you would think. What else have we got? So we've got Rules of Spycraft. So this was 4 minutes and 46. But first we have the Lenny Kravitz extended cut. So we are going to watch that. And then there's a few other videos I want to watch as well. Of course, we've seen some of this with Bovma as well.
Oh, this is so fast.
And there's Greenway.
I am sometimes asked, Bafma, how is it that you hear every whisper in every corner of Aleph? And I answer, I built Aleph with my will, my blood, self. This city is an extension of my being, my body. Today, it became infected. And as we all know, if an infection is left untreated, the body can become rotten, sicken, and die. That infection? Greed.
Now, I wonder if we get to meet these guys that are fed to the alligators.
Once solo, greed grew unchecked. The becoming a cancer. A cancer that threatened to weaken Aleph, endangering all of us, everything we built. However, cancer, if caught early, can be cured. Or in our case, cut out and served on a planet. Easy, girls. Plenty of meat for everyone.
Girls. Of course.
Our old friend was just the appetite. Did you really believe you could come here and poison Aleph's well of trust? I think not. Now, you die.
I'm very intrigued how we get out of that, but that's obviously the Lenny Kravitz extended cut. We get to see a bit more of that scene, and I don't know, maybe I'm hedging on the side of Greenway getting killed there. I don't know. But anyway, we've then got the tribute trailer. So this one's really, really short, just looking at some of the outfits that are available. So here you go. You obviously get the Desert Explorer, Day of the Dead from Spectre, and his Navy suit from Spy Who Loved Me, or You Only Live Twice, Tomorrow Never Dies. And of course, this sort of black look. We've got the agent's mark here as well. Gleaming items. And early access, but the Day of the Dead looks pretty cool. It'll be fun to sort of do playthroughs after that. Is that sort of dark blue turtleneck, is that from No Time to Die, perhaps? This is the sort of Casino Royale look, I'm guessing. Yeah. A lot of the Daniel Craig outfits looked very, very similar to each other, but I'm really I mean, he really does look like Sean Connery there for me from a distance. Yeah, that's really cool. Really, really cool. Right, okay, on to the next one, which is the official launch trailer. So this is the latest trailer that we've got. There's a couple of more bonus ones I want to look at afterwards, which are slightly different. The Meet Greenway, and then we've got the Rules of Spycraft, which we'll look at to finish off. But this launch trailer, well, it's got me pumped. It has got me pumped to no end. So here we go. Let's watch it.
I didn't give it.
Bond is immature and reckless. Headstrong. Thrill-seeking. Issues with authority.
Meet our new star air crewman Bond.
Do you mind telling me why I'm here?
I want to make you a spy.
St. John Smythe, my dear.
009 is a master manipulator.
To catch him, we're going to need eyes everywhere.
When you're ready, Bond.
What about the girl?
A means to an end.
That's an interesting pickup line.
Whatever his endgame is, we won't see it coming.
Oh my God, so good. And that moment when I watched this the first time, when he says St. John Smythe, I squealed with excitement for them to have that niche reference to an alias that Bond had in A View to a Kill, of course, in the section with at the stables, at Zorin's stables. That just shows me there's going to be so many Easter eggs in there from all of the Bond fandom, not just the Daniel Craig era. It's going to go all the way back. It's going to have a real feel of a love letter to Bond fans. I really do believe that. Just some things to pick up on. Look how cool he looks there with his shades on. It's so explosive, this game, as well. We've got... He just looks so suave, doesn't he? He looks really, really good. There's the little headbutt in there, zip wire. We've got the training bit. We get to see that guy that I think might be Tanner again. I don't know exactly who he is. That was maybe a little look at the Valhalla. I reckon that's going to be towards the end. We've got boats there. We've got a Bond girl here, potentially. Can't remember what her name is, but I've tried to sort of stay away from the real deep dives of this because I don't want to sort of spoil it for myself. But I did want to point out these things. We've got clearly Greenway with that girl. She looks like she works for MI6, and there she is there, looking very, very cool. Very nice outfit on there. We've got this interesting necklace. I wonder if that's going to have anything to do with the game. But you can see she's wearing disguises as well. There's definitely going to be love between them. Now, I don't know who this was. This girl with the blonde hair. It's not the same girl. I'm guessing this is maybe just maybe a civilian that could help Bond out. We've got the guy in the mask again. Really, really eerie, isn't it? And it's so good to have a villain like that. And then we got these. I mean, when I showed my missus this, she said, that looks real. You know, that's how good that looks. And then the classic gun barrel end as well to the trailer. Now, we've got a little picture here of Meet Greenway. So let's have a little see and decide whether we think he's a villain or not.
John Greenway, you're late. Meet our new star air crewman Bond, so capable he could skip basic training. Need I state the obvious? He is not ready. 009 is a master manipulator. We can't let him win. There is no we. Moscow rules. Assume nothing, trust no one.
Sounds like no way to live.
We need to make the first move.
Now, interestingly, I did see him in a couple of other scenes there. I seen him there with the bin lorry at the end there, and it does seem that it is going to be that sort of mentorship role. Is he going to be a villain? I reckon that would be a really great twist if he was. But yeah, nearly there now. There he is, Greenway himself, who's going to be a major part of this game. And we've got one final video to watch. This is 4 minutes long. We'll pause it throughout. We won't go back through it, but we'll pause it if there's anything interesting in here. I've not watched this yet. This is Rules of Spycraft. This came out about a month ago, and we're going to see what this is all about.
Welcome to MI6. To succeed in the 00 program, agents must understand a set of rules that will grant them all possible chances to survive.
I feel like the crane is the sort of Daniel Craig trope that matches the tank trope from the Pierce Brosnan era. I feel like cranes are all in the modern Bond games now after Casino Royale.
Take a deep breath, listen up, and you may learn how to get the job done and return to HQ in one piece. The first rule is to know how to blend in. Keeping a low profile while navigating a crowd will help you find different paths to your objective.
Ken Banks, penetration tester.
Pay attention to the surroundings, eavesdrop on conversation, and talk your way in with the help of unexpected allies.
Relax, fellas. He's with me.
Once trespassing, slip past your opponents unnoticed, or use takedowns to silently get rid of them. When confronting a whole group of enemies, you may choose a gentler approach.
And hut! Rob Minkley, Crux Magazine.
Bluffing is an art that will serve you well, whether getting caught red-handed...
Over here! Looks like a trust fall gone wrong.
Or to simply pass through a room under enemies' noses.
Oi, you lads got a faulty coffee machine?
Bluffing consumes instinct and won't be available if a more experienced enemy is nearby. In this scenario, you won't get far without the appropriate gear. Therefore, the second rule is to always come prepared.
Well, what are we waiting for?
MI6 will keep its doors open for you between missions, giving you the chance to catch up with familiar faces, gather intel, and prepare for your next move.
So you know.
Oh, that's really cool. So you go back to MI6 between missions, and I guess that's where you're going to upgrade stuff, maybe do a little bit of training. I wonder if it's going to have RPG elements of sort of leveling up your skills. That's interesting. I've heard there's not going to be a new game plus. So yeah, I don't know exactly how that's going to go. But yeah, really interesting there. Obviously, when you're doing the bluffing, I want him to say stuff like Klaus Hergesheimer. I want him to have some real Easter egg names in there. Not every time, because that would be silly. But we've only seen St. John Smythe at the minute, so let's keep going.
Now let's not get carried away, James.
QLab on the lower level will give you access to a wide range of gadgets.
I like it. Don't change a thing.
Each tool is designed
Got to be
go
some Easter
unnoticed
eggs in
on the
there.
field, but help with maximum efficiency.
Right, follow me. I have something for you.
The Q lens will highlight useful information about opportunities and hackable devices. Your Q watch should be able to activate these to divert attention, deactivate cameras, or get rid of unsuspicious enemies in creative ways. The dot phone can quietly move enemies out of the way. The smoke pod, a timeless classic, will block visibility at short range. The modified earbuds will produce a flash of light to stun opponents. Other gadgets will be developed in due time and will help you stay creative in all circumstances.
Who do you work for? Take the shot!
Knowing how to improvise is a matter of life and death in the midst of action. Any object at disposal could prove useful to put an enemy's ideas back in their place. The same could be said of guardrails, electrical panels, or any surface hard enough to act as a weapon. Under heated circumstances, MI6 grants you a license to kill, allowing for even more possibilities to get rid of hostiles. In these situations, any weapon could be used as long as you manage to obtain it. Switch between different playstyles to catch your attackers off guard, and don't forget to return what you borrowed once out of ammo. Some enemies will be harder to defeat, and gadgets will help you get rid of soldiers' armors, stun tenacious leaders, and defuse grenades with the simple press of a button from your watch. Focus training will also give you an edge over your enemies. Dilate time and incapacitate their legs, or disarm them with the precision of a marksman. All of these skills might be trained between missions in TACSIM, the department of Dr. Selena Tan.
Welcome to my dream factory.
TACSIM will put your skills to the test through multiple types of challenges, each with its own specific rules that will pitch your performance against those of other agents from around the world.
Cool.
Overcoming challenges will earn you experience points, which you can spend on gadget upgrades, new firearms, and unique outfits to defeat enemies in style. And remember, at IO Interactive, the launch of a game is only the start. New content for TACSIM will be created over time.
Faster, James. Faster.
So, keep an eye out for our updates and get ready as new challenges lie ahead to put your 00 skills to the test. Finally,
so
one last unwritten rule might be that an agent is never as good as when surrounded by allies, a team ready to give its all in the field, and companions to defend. But we're pretty sure you'll figure out this part yourself when the time comes. See you on May 27th to join the program and discover Bond's adventures in 007 First Light.
Really, really good and really cool to hear about going to MI6 in between missions. The TACSIM sounds really cool. I wonder if that's going to be the only place you can use those outfits, though. Which that's interesting. You know, is he going to have his outfits for the game? We obviously haven't seen him in a Navy outfit in the Malta training mission, for instance. So that will be interesting to see whether the outfits and the weapons and that sort of thing can only be changed in TACSIM. It does sound like they're going to update that mode later on. Maybe they're going to put in some missions from old Bond films. That would be pretty amazing, wouldn't it? I mean, the way that they've kept the Hitman franchise alive with the elusive target system and contracts and that sort of thing, it has been a joy to behold. But that is everything that is out for 007 First Light. Of course, we've done a deep dive on lots of the collector's editions and merchandise that you can get as well. We are going to be doing full unboxings of all of them. I did an unboxing of these shirts as well, so you can see I've got 007 First Light on today. Everything is going on with this game. It's just amazing to keep seeing these out in the wild as well. 007 First Light. It's going to be an amazing game. You can tell that. And the amount of promotion that's gone into it, the amount of money that's gone into the marketing for this game, it's going to be a hell of a Game of the Year contender. It really is. And hopefully they can keep this up, keep it fresh with content updates. And you can definitely keep up to date on this channel. We are going to be doing a full playthrough of the game, sort of experiencing it as a Bond fan for the first time. But even once we finished it the first time, we're going to go back and we're going to play it in different ways. We're going to explore that Taksim mode, and we are really going to try and go for that platinum trophy as well, and really complete everything that 007 First Light has to offer. I've been Joe, and thank you very, very much for watching this video. Get involved down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about all of the things that we've seen today. I've taken you on a journey all the way from 2020, when this game was first announced as Project 007, up to the modern day. We're only a few days away now. Leave a like if you enjoy. Subscribe for plenty of 007 First Light content, as well as deep dives on all of the movies, merchandise, collectibles. We love Bond round here. And with all of that being said, everyone, goodbye, Mr. Bond.